They wanted to do Ghostbusters, but they wanted to flip up the genders around. Okay, you could. That's the gimmick of the movie.
Beat it so close to the line of where they couldn't do it.
Right,
If that
right.
makes sense. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, we can do everything but this, but we can copy everything else. You know what I mean? So we just
Yeah.
can't call this fucker Clark.
If they are pushing out a rated R movie, that's what I was afraid of.
Like, don't say this is too much. Like, you want to do rated R content, do the rated R content. You know what I mean? Don't try to dilute it just because it's under the Disney name.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the motherfucking Power Button. In today's episode, we're doing shit a little bit different. We're doing it just, we're going to start editing shit down a little bit. We're going to make it a little bit more entertaining.
Yeah, because clearly we're not entertaining, you know? We got to make us entertaining.
Exactly.
Apparently we suck.
I'm your co-host, Darren Badmouth Beasley, and who the fuck is this?
And I am your co-host, Josh Meany.
Goddamn right.
And today we're going to play the game that we play every fucking day. 16 times now.
Every day? No.
So today we're going to play the game that we play every week called Game or Pull the Plug. If you're game for the topic,
You like it. You're for it. Shit. Let's do it.
if you pull the plug,
You don't like it. Fuck that. Let's not do it.
the first topic is there is reportedly a female Rush Hour in development. Based off just that, a female Rush Hour spinoff. Are you game or do you pull the plug?
Damn, that's a good question.
See, the thing is,
I understand to quite a larger extent that you think I might about switching the roles from male to female simply because they were already male and now we're switching them. Obviously, it's forced, but it's they're trying to be innovative by switching the genders. And I prefer that way over just pushing the agenda, like diversity and gender inclusion, in a movie that seems to have nothing to do with any political ideology whatsoever.
oh, we gotta push women in Star Wars. So the women characters we already have in the franchise, we have to make them different now.
You want to do another Rush Hour, but instead of Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, you want to have, Jackie Chaney and Christine Tucker. If it's good, it's good. And I'm not gonna shoot it down just because they replaced it with women. It's same with the Ghostbusters thing. They wanted to do Ghostbusters, but they wanted to flip up the genders around. Okay, that's the gimmick of the movie. I didn't see the Ghostbusters movie, not because it was flipped around.
I just heard it was absolute dog shit.
What would rub me the wrong way is if they tried to do let's have the Avengers come back in the new Avengers, except make it all women. And all the males in the Marvel Cinematic Universe are not going to be a part of the Avengers. It's going to be an all-women Avengers. It's like, okay, see, you're forcing it then. You're purposely, intentionally forcing women in my face, and I can tell from a mile away. And that's what I don't like. What are the other details? Is there any other details on it?
That's really it. It reports that it's going to star Bing Bing Lee. Apparently,
Bing Lee.
Apparently she was in the Meg, which I didn't see, so I don't really know much about her.
Oh, she's the woman underwater with the yeah, right.
You see it?
I didn't see it, but I saw a lot of scenes from it.
Bing Bing Lee.
What about you? Are you game or pull the plug?
I pull the plug, not because it's all females, just because I don't want them. They're just milking the franchise. Again, like I keep saying with all these other things, it's like, oh, of course you're doing a Rush Hour spin-off. Like, whatever. They got Rush Hour 4 that's going to be coming out. I don't know if this is going to come out before Rush Hour 4, after Rush Hour 4. Rush Hour to me is Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. To put these two new actors and they're going to play new characters, have this new story, I just don't care. Don't call it Rush Hour. Call it something else. So I pull the plug alone on just them milking the franchise name. They came out with this buddy cop movie, two females, one happened to be Chinese, one happened to be black. Okay, because they said they got this Chinese woman and then they're looking to cast an African-American woman.
Is that what makes it Rush Hour?
It does not make it Rush
Exactly.
Hour.
So what is making this Rush Hour? You know what I mean? It's not one of the, you're just using the name. Like if they make a new Back to the Future movie, right? But they have a whole new cast and everything, but they still use time travel and they have a DeLorean to go, then, yes, you're milking the franchise, but at least it makes sense.
Oh, we got a Chinese cop and a black cop, so it must be Rush Hour.
Yeah, it's totally milking the franchise. So I pull the plug. I have no interest in this movie whatsoever. I don't even think a trailer could get me to have any interest because I can already picture what they're going to show me in the trailer.
Rush Hour just with 2 women.
You're not going to live up to what Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan did. It's literally just 2 females. Why are you even calling it Rush Hour, you know?
So what's crazy about that, what's kind of bizarre, it's almost like, not contradicting, but there's 2 things. Well, I guess it is somewhat contradicting. It's like, I wouldn't be interested in this movie if it was just 2 female cops and the movie wasn't called Rush Hour.
I would have zero interest in it. What do I care?
Wouldn't
And
even
it'd be
give
a
a fuck
topic. Yeah. We wouldn't even be talking about it.
But at the same time, Rush Hour is one of those franchises where there's nothing unique about it, I guess, other than the fact that Chris Tucker was black and Jackie Chan was an Asian guy. Other than that, there was nothing unique about Rush Hour other than their performances.
Those
really.
actors and those characters that made that famous, not even really the stories in them.
Yeah,
it's
it's
because
certainly
Jackie
not their,
Chan and Chris Tucker.
It's certainly
Not their ethnicity.
Again, I'm not shooting this in the water because they flipped the genders, and that's not the reason why. I guess, well, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't see this movie in theaters.
It just seems pointless.
It does seem pointless. Maybe it could be good.
There's always a chance. There's always a chance. But
And,
even
like, I'm
then,
not, like-
I'm still going to feel the same way I do about using the Rush Hour name. I'll be like, yeah, that was a good movie, but a Rush Hour spin-off, like, what are we doing here? I know
Yeah.
Rush Hour 4 has been in development, so chances are that would probably, I'm guessing, would come out first, and then this would come out after. Maybe Rush Hour 4 get people excited about Rush Hour again, and then boom, they hit us with this spin-off. I don't think many people really would care about this. They see the name Rush Hour, everyone's gonna think, oh fuck, a new Rush Hour, and then they see these women, and it's like,
They don't see Jackie Chan and they don't
right,
see Chris
yeah,
Tucker.
that's what I'm saying. Like they see
And they're
these
gonna
2
be
women
like-
they don't know, and it's like, well, what's this? What's going on?
Not This really is Rush Hour.
My game for this idea? I guess so.
Leaving the plug alone.
Yeah, I'm leaving the plug alone.
Not even
They
touching the
plugged
plug.
it in. I'm not gonna play the game, but I'm not gonna unplug it. I'm just gonna let the shit run
Got
out.
it downloaded, but he hasn't played it. He's
Yeah,
like, fuck it.
exactly. I only got the beta.
All right, next topic is Brightburn. New trailer dropped this week. Comes out May 24th. Darren, you game or pull the plug for Brightburn?
My thoughts of Brightburn is, I just don't. I mean, they're doing a horror thing with it. I don't really know why. I don't think it's scary. He's a super powerful kid. I don't think that's
I
really
agree. The only thing
terrifying.
scary for me was he was kind of creepy in that mask. They show the scene. He's got the hood and standing there. Like, if I saw that shit, that would creep me out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But other than
yeah,
that,
but I mean,
the premise behind it isn't.
it's creepy because you're using your imagination. You're trying to figure out what the hell he's gonna do. If you know his power, he's basically Superman. I don't know. I just don't think. I think it's kind of ridiculous to play it off like a horror movie. I'm game for this. I'm interested in this movie because I want to see if he's bulletproof. Really, it seems like he is because he put his hand in that propeller and the propeller just got trashed.
But in the trailers, it showed him taking people out.
Listen, nobody would stand a chance against this kid.
No
one except Superman. It seems like it's going to be an entertaining movie. I don't think it's going to be a good movie, but I think I might actually like the movie.
And add a little sticky note. It might persuade you a little bit. Sony's doing it.
Sony's doing it. I have no faith in it. Most of the stuff they put out is absolute garbage, and I can tolerate it. I watched Venom. I didn't leave. I didn't think the movie was retarded.
Well, I thought the movie was kind of dumb, actually.
It was entertaining enough. And maybe they'll do the same with Brightburn, and it'll be entertaining enough. But now that I know Sony's doing it, I mean, it's kind of like,
Well, it's pretty fucked at this point. You know what I mean? I don't.
I'm not gonna see it in theaters if Sony makes it. No, absolutely not. I retract what I previously said.
No.
I'm game for it. I want to check it out. It's silly. It's not scary to me. It's kind of silly. Like, you got this little kid with Superman powers, and it's literally just taking the Superman story and just making it that he turned out to be a bad guy.
Are they allowed to do that?
Just like completely copy the Superman story like
well,
that.
they're not necessarily. He comes from an asteroid and he's a boy.
Even some of the scenes, like the farm and shit like that, it's
Yeah,
like this
right.
literally looks like a Superman movie. They probably copied it so close to the line of where they couldn't do it.
Right.
If that
right.
makes sense. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, we can do everything but this, but we can copy everything else.
So we just can't call this fucker Clark.
I think it's gonna be interesting to watch. like the villain movie. How are they gonna take him down? And I feel like it's gonna be fucking stupid.
Like the mom's probably gonna come out and he's gonna get emotional, and the emotion will probably distract the little boy, and then she'll be able to kill him.
When it comes down to it, unless you get another superhero, or maybe he has some sort of kryptonite, which then that's even pushing it more. It's like, Jesus, you guys really did copy this motherfucker.
Right.
But other than that, he's so goddamn powerful. But I think it'll be really cool to just see him fuck shit up. I see him with the hood, like just stand there killing people. Like, I think it'll be interesting. Don't think it's gonna be that great of a movie though. There's scenes in the trailer that I just think about and I'm like, that's crazy. Like the scene where he's using the laser vision to get through the door and then flings the door off and then fucking goes at that lady. I was like, that's crazy. I can't wait to see that. So I'm game. I think it'll be interesting. I'll check it out. But my faith in it being a good movie, it probably won't, guys. It seems like a spoof.
I know, right? That's what I'm saying. It's kind of strange that they're trying to pull it off like a horror movie. Doesn't seem like a horror movie.
Yeah. But yeah, that's our thoughts on Brightburn. Our next topic is Fox is to continue operating under the Disney label.
20th Century Fox cannot make Marvel movies.
No. After the deal is finalized, they cannot touch Marvel movies, and all their Marvel movies they own will go to Marvel Studios.
Okay, so they're able to... We don't know anything about the directors or the writers that are working at 20th Century Fox, if they're moving around or if they're fired or if they're...
For the most part, what this seems like is everyone's just going to keep operating the way they are and making the movies that they've already planned, except for the Marvel titles.
I mean, yeah, I don't see the problem with that. I like that because that way it fishes out the Fantastic Four from that cesspit
of bullshit.
Then they can actually make some quality Fantastic Four movies, which, by the way, I don't give a fuck about, really. I don't. I mean, it's good for the fans of Fantastic Four. It's good for the fans of Marvel. I could care less. They could put out a dope-ass Fantastic Four movie. I still wouldn't be excited about it. I'm only excited about Doctor Doom, really.
Yeah.
It's the only person I'm excited about. But the X-Men, they would have the X-Men at that point. And here's the thing. They already put out the rated R X-Men movie, if you want to call it an X-Men movie, Logan. So I'm already proud of them for doing that, because I guarantee you that Disney would have had a hard time signing off on Logan because it's rated R. So I think now them doing it now is a good idea before they pump out more bullshit. I know this Dark Phoenix movie is going to hurt.
And the New Mutants, I read a report a couple days ago, New Mutants hasn't even scheduled for reshoots yet. They haven't had reshoots, nor have they even made an attempt to make a schedule for reshoots. That movie's just sitting there, guys. It's gonna it's gonna fucking tank.
Yeah, it's a rated R movie, right?
And it's rated R, and it's
X-Men in a way that no one gives a fuck.
If you have New Mutants, it should be X-23 and the mutants up at the end of Logan. That's what the New Mutants should be. I really like this idea in the sense that Marvel gets to get some of their heroes back. It's literally the retaking, you know. This is the reclaimer. Mickey Mouse is the reclaimer. He's coming back and he's getting the Marvel franchises and IPs that they sold throughout history back to Disney.
He's got the Infinity Gauntlet and he's getting all the stones. He's like, oh, you have some Marvel property? We'll take that. Oh, you have Marvel? We'll take that. You guys do what you do, but we want the Marvel shit.
But at the same time, it is very dangerous. It's very dangerous to have one company on top. Literally have one company that owns both of the top franchises of all time. There's James Bond. I know they don't own James Bond, but James Bond, Star Wars, and Marvel. It's like, dude, and Disney owns both of those. And then Disney's not far along with the Disney movies and all the shit they put out. It's kind of alarming that one company has this monopoly over the competition.
To the point where every time a fucking movie hits the theaters, Disney's making money in some way, form, or fashion.
Yeah, basically. Problem with that is that you're basically going to get movies that are spun to the bias of Disney. And now, listen, every movie that comes out with every different studio has its own spin to it. 20th Century Fox had no problem pushing out a rated R movie. Will Disney do that? We don't know.
It's been confirmed at least that Bob Iger confirmed Deadpool will continue to be rated R. Isn't that kind of confusing, though? So it's like all the Marvel properties, Deadpool being a Marvel property, is going to Marvel Studios. So are they going to drop Deadpool under Marvel Studios? I'm not sure what that means, and that's really all Bob Iger said. Is that it's going to continue to be rated R, and it's like still going to be Ryan Reynolds. They're going to continue with Deadpool.
That doesn't necessarily mean that 20th Century Fox is doing anything with it, though.
Right. That's what I'm asking.
So Disney,
I don't know.
So Disney might be, if they have control over all the Marvel stuff, then they might actually be making a rated R Marvel movie.
It's interesting that they're doing that.
Which would be great.
Yeah.
Which would be great.
And seeing Marvel Studios logo come up before a Deadpool movie would be kind of cool. You know, it's like, oh, there you go. Yeah.
That's interesting. That's an interesting deal that I'm glad has happened. Like I said, I'm glad it's happened one way. I'm kind of iffy on it on the other way. The bias between it. But I mean, if they are pushing out a rated R movie,
that's what I was afraid of.
you know what I'm
what
saying?
everybody was afraid of when they heard about this.
It was like, are they gonna do? Is Mickey gonna have motherfuckers getting their heads split off? Like you know
everyone,
what I'm saying?
I know everyone immediately thought of Deadpool when they heard this deal. They're like, "Oh, okay, that's awesome."
I thought of X-Men.
What's gonna happen with really? I thought of what's gonna happen with Deadpool though. Like, are you gonna have the balls to do rated R movies?
I just again, a company monopolizing the market in that industry and eliminating its competition is not good. If any big company that's operating in an owned marketplace with zero to little competition can run shit. It doesn't have to be dope because every movie coming out will be one of the Disney ones. Like let's just say
The biggest movies too.
yeah, I know that's what I'm saying. Let's say Disney buys Sony. You see what I'm saying? Disney owns Sony and 20th Century Fox, LucasArts, and it has the Marvel shit going, and Disney owns all of it. Then it's like, well, we could put out whatever movie we want because
we make money no matter what.
matter
It doesn't
what.
matter if the movie's good or bad. Every movie we give you is us.
That's the problem. That's the issue with having no competition, and that's what I'm worried about Disney doing. But like I said, they are putting out the rated R shit, so at least they're not being so biased as much as I thought. But what do you think?
I'm game. You know, the X-Men are coming home. Like, I want to see them in the Marvel Universe. That's gonna be great. Kevin Feige came out on record, said he has plans for them already. Kevin Feige's in his office just sitting there like, man, I got plans for these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? I wonder how their introduction to the Marvel world, how are you going to introduce mutants to the Marvel world? I'm interested. We got to bring mutants in there now, and I think that'd be really cool. But does that mean now is Scarlet Witch a mutant? You know what I mean? Would she be classified as a mutant, or is she just an experiment, you know?
Well, she technically is a mutant.
Would be a mutant. And they can use the word mutant now. That's really cool. I'm really excited about this. This is going to be awesome. I think it's cool that Fox gets to keep doing their thing.
Yeah.
They put out a shit ton of movies, and it's like, to not see them doing anything anymore, that'd be kind of weird. That would mean Disney just wanted their properties and wants to start doing alien movies and shit like that. That'd be
Right.
weird, you know what I mean? So I think it's cool. It makes sense that Fox will continue to do what they do just under the Disney label, just like Marvel Studios and Pixar and Lucasfilm. I just hope Disney doesn't try to, I don't know, pollute Deadpool in any way. They said, yeah, we're just going to let them do Deadpool, the way they've been doing it. I hope they don't try to stick their fingers in there anyway. Don't say this is too much. Like, you want to do rated R content, do the rated R content. You know what I mean? Don't try to dilute it just because it's under the Disney name. So that's the only thing I can think of that I'd be worried of if they fuck up Deadpool in any way. Disney doesn't do R-rated movies.
Right,
Are
exactly.
they really open to this? Like you said, the head's getting cut off, blood, like... I don't know. I still feel like, even though he said, oh, we're fine with it, we're going to do it, I still feel like, I'm like,
Will you though?
Right.
I'm guessing after Endgame and after Far From Home, we're going to start getting a slate of movies that we're going to start getting for the next 5 years.
Right.
And
right,
I
yeah.
wonder if anything X-Men related is on that slate already.
I'm sure. The X-Men, though, what kind of X-Men is it going to be? Because it ought to be the X-Men from First Class.
Right, I'm thinking younger, and that's probably what they would go for.
Yeah.
Like how the X-Men were in the cartoon
Yeah.
in the school. I think that's probably what Marvel would go for.
I just want the same actors. I really do too. And I don't see that happening. I really don't.
If they move to a studio that's actually going to put out good stuff, because remember we were talking about last time,
Yeah.
we were talking about we didn't want the same actors. I don't want Michael Fassbender to be stuck in that Magneto role
because they
because
keep
it sucks.
getting these shitty movies.
Yeah, but if Disney takes over and Kevin Feige's overlooking it and the movies bump up in quality significantly, then I do want Michael Fassbender to be
and
Magneto.
who knows though? Who knows? Like, we've got just such little information. Like, they're not telling us everything for a reason, obviously. Maybe Kevin Feige has some sort of plan like that to use the
Right.
current X-Men. I
Right.
highly doubt it, but we don't know. You know what I mean? But it's also, when you're incorporating something that's already been a thing, you're bringing all its baggage with you to your universe.
But that's fine. I think they could do that.
Yeah, they haven't made, they've made some bad X-Men movies, but they haven't been so bad you should be completely embarrassed to even have it apart.
Because, like, motherfucker, you made Iron Man 2.
If you had a shot with, Black Panther and Magneto, and he's like tossing Black Panther around because he's made of the vibranium. That if you had a trailer with Michael Fassbender, what the hell?
Or Black Panther meeting Storm and marrying her like he does in the comic books.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that'd be fucking crazy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't take much. They didn't completely
fuck the X-Men to the point of no return. You know what I mean?
I wonder how the X-Men is even going to work around the Avengers. Like, when something big happens, you going to call them too?
I think they'd actually be more private. You know,
think so?
They'll remain kind of. They have a stealth jet. They
Right.
really don't. They're not
Wanna
as
be out
big
there
as
like that.
The Avengers. You know what I mean?
Because I would imagine, like, world-ending events are happening. The X-Men got to come out and fucking help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that'd be cool. But it'd be weird because, like, you'd have an Avengers movie, be Avengers whatever, 5, 6, but then the X-Men will be in it. It'd be like, it should be called X-Men and the Avengers. Or I don't know. I wonder how they're going to go about that. I just geeked the fuck out thinking about the whole lineup of Avengers, the whole lineup of the X-Men, and they're all fighting together.
And Fantastic Four. Imagine Fantastic Four gets in it. So you have Fantastic Four, X-Men, and the Avengers, all three.
Oh,
like,
and I know,
around.
the way the theme and the family theme of Fantastic Four, Kevin Feige's going to do something with them.
I think
they
so.
are
I think
coming
so.
to the Marvel Universe, and that's going to be awesome too. And then the characters that come along with Fantastic Four, Doctor Doom. Personally, I fucking love Silver Surfer. I would love to see a version of him in the Marvel Universe. But yeah, that's our thoughts on Fox running under Disney. That's all the topics we got today on the Power Button. Be sure to check out Darren Unfiltered. Be sure to check out the Jay Meany review.
Oh, yeah.
And check out the Power Button podcast every Tuesday. Until next time, guys.
Peace out, motherfuckers.